Hello guys and welcome to the first episode of our tutorial series The Beginner Guide. Welcome and thank you for watching this episode. If you are interested, I am very thankful to you guys and I really like your support. Love you guys. Now, let's see how to use Photoshop. Let's get started. The first thing we are going to do in Photoshop is to create a new document. To do this, we are going to go to File and New. In your computer, you may see a different command here. In my Mac, it's Command N. In computer, it's Control N. Now we are going to File, New, or we can do Command N, and we will create a new document. This window will show up here. It's just to create the size we want to give to our document, the width, the height, the resolution. We will talk about all this stuff later, guys. For now, leave it as it is or make it 800 by 800 and hit create. It will create a weight document. It's empty for now as we have it. This is the first document in Photoshop, and this is how we make a new document. Now the first tool you will notice in Photoshop, it's this black arrow here. This is the move tool, and this is how we move around in Photoshop. So basically you can move and select and click in any tool that you want using the select tool, right? now the move tool, we can use it to moving layers and moving objects and shapes that we have in our document. Let me show you. I will just make just some basic shape here. Let's do this, let's do this, and let's do, for example, this and this one here. Now those are four separated shapes, and as you can see in the left corner here, we have 4 layers. We will talk about layers later in this series. For now, focus with me in using the move tool. Now as you can see, this is the move tool, and I want to move something in this document. I want to move this rectangle here, and notice when I click, I'm not moving this rectangle. I'm clicking and not moving it. I'm moving this one because it's the one highlighted in the layers here. If I choose the rectangle one, which the big one is showing here, I can now move this rectangle here. Now how can I do this without going to the layers, click and get back to select it? It's easy. If you can see, look in the top corner on your left, there is an unchecked box or checked box which called auto select. This is an auto select. What it means, if I check this box here, let me check it. Now what it means basically anything this I click, it will be automatically selected. If I click on this circle here, it's selected in the layers panel here. Now I can move this circle here. If I choose this ellipse here, if I click, it will be highlighted. Let me click it again, it will be highlighted there, and I can move it. Let me click here and move this one, click and move this one. This is how we use the move tool. You can click and move the shapes that you have in your document as you see it fit in your project. Now what's the problem with this auto select box here? If it's always checked, it will make problem for you later on how you create. Let's see, I'm having something like this, and I'm having this one here, and I'm having this one here, and now I want to select the rectangle I have in here. I can just click it and select it. It's easy, right? But what if I want to select the circle I have in the back? It's really hard for me to select it. You see guys, it's really behind. and if I'm trying to click it, I may click there and select this one. I might click here and just select the box. I have trouble, guys, to select this one. I have to be really particular to select this one. I make it. I made it. As you can see, it's really hard. So if it's always checked, it will make a problem for us later if you want to select a particular layer. Now, how can I use this auto select without checking it? It's really easy, guys. Let's uncheck this box here. It's unchecked now, and I can go and move the circle without having to click it. It's highlighted in the layer here. Now I'm moving the circle as I want without even clicking it. As you can see, I'm moving the circle without even clicking the circle. This is really nice. Now, how can I switch from selecting the circle into selecting the ellipse one here without clicking on the panel and moving it and going back and forth to select what I want? This is really easy, guys. All you have to do is to click Command or Control on your PC. Let's see, I will click Command on my Mac, and as you can see, there is those boxes showing up. If you don't see them in your PC or your Mac, if you don't see any boxes highlighting, you'll go to View, Show, and you will find those pixel grid here and this smart guide. Those smart guys will make the smart guys yes, they are the smart guys, literally. Those smart guide here, they will make your work really easy. Check this one and make it like mine. And now if I hit Command, you will see those highlighting the object that I'm going to select. As you can see, my cursor right now, my move tool, is moving around the rectangle. If I hit Command, it will highlight this rectangle. It means that I'm going to select this particular object here. Now if I go and highlight this one here, as you can see, it's highlighting the little box here. If I move it around, as you can see, it will highlight for me this one here, as you can see. And if I want to select this ellipse one, I will easily highlight it. Now how I'm using this and how it work, how this command and click work. Let's see in the auto select box here. Look what will happen when I hit the command or control keyboard on my shortcut on my keyboard. If I hit command or control, you'll see it check this auto select box here. If I move my hand, it will make it unchecked. If I click, it's checked. This is how we are going to use the auto selection move tool in Photoshop. We always use command and click what you want to move and move your hand, it's unchecked, without going to click it and get back, click, check it, check the layers and everything. It will be really hard for you and it will take a lot of time. With that, we can just click command and move the tool that we want. This is how we use the move tool. Now this is the basic of how we can use the move tool. Now let's say that you want to select multiple layers in your project. Of course, you can click on a layer here, hit shift and select, let's say, all of them, or you can click and hit command or control and select the one that you want, right? But as I said before, you don't want to keep going to the layers and coming back to the document. It will take time and sometimes it will be hard for you to detect what layer you are working on. If you are lazy to keep naming your layers, you will have problem in if you have a big size document. You will have, let's say, 20 layers there. This is the minimum you can have. This is the minimum you will have in a big project, and you are not naming them. It will be really hard for you guys to find which layer you are working on. By the way, this is how you toggle and see and make a layer visible or not. We will talk about layers later, guys. Focus for now just on the move tool. Now, how can I select, let's say, this ellipse here and this little guy here? How can I select both of them without clicking here? Well, to do that, it's really easy, guys. If we hit command on our keyboard as before and we click the ellipse here, it's selected, and if I add shift and click on the little guy here, it's highlighted too, and now I can move both of them. It's really cool, guys. Let's do it again. I will click command and click on an empty place to deselect everything. If you want to deselect everything, just let's say I highlight this and I will click in an empty place, it will deselect it. Let's select those two shapes here. If I click command and select the rectangle here, I will click now shift. I'm pressing command and I'm clicking shift too, and I click on this one here. It will select both of them. As you can see, they are both highlighted there, and I can move both of them here. Let's do it again. Let me separate them just to make it easy for us. Now, how can I select those three shapes here? I hit command, I click on this circle here, I will add shift and click those two objects, and they are highlighted there. This is how we use the move tool, and of course there is other ways. Let's say I want to just select those three or all of them without going to the layers tool. You can click command and draw an area where everything that's inside of it will be selected. As you can see, look at the layers. Look at the layers here. If I select these two, they are highlighted. If I add the circle to the selected area, it will be selected too. And we can do this to everything, or just to this two, or just this one here, just this two here, basically anything. This is how we use the move tool, guys. So thank you guys for watching this first tutorial series, and see you in the next video using the selection tool and the lasso tool. See you guys, and thank you again.